Okay guys, Paperboy back at you. It's Monday. Oh, it's around 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm here in Dryden, Michigan, making my delivery. I'm just waiting in line to get unloaded. And just to update you from where I was on the last video, I was in Fort Smith getting this load, and after I got loaded, I drove, the 2.5 hours from Fort Smith to North Little Rock, where I park my truck every weekend, and went home. I got home about 7:15 p.m. and then left out Sunday morning pretty early, probably about, 5:15 a.m. So it was a pretty short weekend. Went out to the North Little Rock yard, got my things loaded up, and hit the road probably about 6 a.m. So short weekend, but I can't complain because Christmas weekend and New Year's weekend I had 4 days off, so that was good. I appreciate that. So again, here is my load. I've already got it untarped, got the chains off, and one of the straps, all I have left is front strap and a rear strap, just to keep the load secure while I'm moving around the lot here, getting in position to be unloaded. And as you can see, it has snowed here. I'm in East Central Michigan. I didn't have any trouble on the roads, haven't really seen much snow on the trip, but they've had snow. You can see over there in the distance there's a school and a bunch of school kids out playing for recess, having a ball in the snow. Those kids are going to grow up to be tough, aren't they? Anyway, I guess that's it for now. Oh, I will say that Sunday night I got to our yard in Portage, Indiana, and parked. It's about a 10.5 hour drive from North Little Rock, and we can only drive a total of 11 hours a day, so I had just enough time to get there. Gives me a dependable, safe place to park, have showers, restrooms, and all that there. So and then I got up and left. I think I hit the road this morning around 4:30. Still had about 4.5 hours to drive from Portage to get to here. So after I get unloaded, I'll send in my messages to let them know I'm free, empty, and we'll see where we go next. Stay tuned. Okay folks, Paperboy Trucker back at you. I think the last time I did a video, we were in Dryden, Michigan, making a delivery. After that, I went to Delta, Ohio, and picked up the load I have now. I'm waiting in line to deliver it here in Highland, Illinois. That was 129 empty miles and 409 loaded miles. And then they've already sent me a load, so I know after this where I'm going. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this load. I've already got it unchained, untarped, unsecured. Okay guys, I'm going to hop up here and show you this load since I'm waiting to get unloaded anyway. These are steel coils, got 3 stacks. They were secured with chains over the top and tarped. Pretty easy load, and I'm just waiting to back into that door there. There's another truck in there now getting unloaded, but that's what I got. And again, I'm here in well, I hope that sun didn't hit you. I'm here in Highland, Illinois, and I will give you an update here shortly for my next load, which is an identical load to what I hauled last week. It's pretty interesting, so I'll give you some footage on that soon. All right, okay guys, Paperboy Trucker back at you. I am at my next shipper. I've actually already gotten loaded and set to take off, but I wanted to show you this load. It's pretty interesting. This is a concrete company in Roxana, Illinois. I hauled a similar load of this product last week, but these are burial vaults that go to the Fort Gibson Veteran Cemetery in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Not something you see very often, but I'll just walk around the trailer here. Kind of a unique load. We've been hauling a lot of these lately. We've had trucks in and out of here one after another hauling this stuff. So anyway, that's a look at that. Let me go back around this way because there's a truck coming. You can see, good thing about this is it's a no tarp load, thank goodness, but it's all straps. I have to use two of these smaller straps in the back because I can't get a winch past about right here. So I have to use these 2-inch straps in the back. I got 3 straps on the back, 3 straps on the front, and then 2 on all the ones in the middle. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that, kind of an interesting load. Like I said, I'll deliver that tomorrow in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma, and then usually from there I'll go to Fort Smith and get a load, but that's just a guess. We'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, had another question. A fella asked, could people from other countries work at Maverick? And as far as I know, the answer would be yes, as long as you're legal to work in the United States. Yes, I don't, you know, as long as you're legal to work, yes. That's all I can say about that one. Let's see, the other question was about CDL school. And I believe the question was pertaining to if you come to Maverick, do they require you to attend a CDL school that is accredited? And do they check on that? And I believe the answer on that is, I mean, if you've already got your CDL, you've got your CDL, just come get started. You know, if your driving record's good and all that, then you've already got your CDL, you're ready to go. You just have to go through the, you know, the 2-week part of the training, learn the securements and all of that, then go out with a trainer for 3 weeks or so, and you'll be ready to roll. But if you went to a school, you know, we're talking about people that are getting their CDL on their own. So if you went to a school and did that on your own, and you expect Maverick to reimburse you for the cost of the school, then Maverick requires it to have been an accredited school, and you'll have to give them some information so they can check out the school and confirm that and show some receipts for what you paid. And that's what happened to me. You know, Maverick will reimburse you for your school if you get your CDL on your own, but they do require that it's an accredited CDL training school, and you will have to provide proof that you paid the fees. But they did reimburse me. I forget exactly how much it was, but I think they paid me $75 a month until, you know, it paid off. But it was, I don't know, it was probably $1,200, $1,000, something like that. So that was awesome. I think that's it. Like I said, tomorrow hopefully I'll be getting with the fleet manager and getting a swap with another driver, so I can not end up in Ohio Friday, because then I won't be able to get back home. So we'll see how that works out. Paperboy out. Hey folks, Paperboy Trucker here again. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I believe where we left it on the last video, I was at the Maverick Fort Smith yard and had just gotten a load there. Spent the night there and got a load that was going to Marion, Ohio, which I delivered that Friday morning. I think I had a 10 o'clock appointment for that. It was a pretty quick unload. Kind of a difficult place to find. The directions we had in the system were not very accurate, and it was a place I'd never been before. Sounds like from talking to one of the receiving clerks, it might be kind of a new customer for us. Anyway, got that delivered and then got dispatched a load to pick up at a Gerdau plant in Huntington, Indiana. It's kind of a small plant for Gerdau. My understanding is they do some sort of a tempering heat treatment to some of the steel bars that come out of the Fort Smith Gerdau plant, because we bring stuff from Fort Smith to Huntington, Indiana a lot and then take it right back to them. So anyway, I got loaded up yesterday, Friday afternoon, around 3:30 p.m. With a load going back to the Gerdau plant at Fort Smith for 8 o'clock Monday morning. And it worked out just perfectly that I was able to get loaded a little earlier than my appointment and was able to get out of there. And there's a brand new Love's that just opened up 2 days ago, about less than a half a mile from the Gerdau plant. So I was able to scoot right over to the Love's and get a parking spot right before my weekly 70-hour clock expired. I think I had about 8 minutes left. So that kind of wraps up my week. And after, on one of my previous videos, I was talking about home time and how good Maverick had been at getting me home. It had been a little over a year since I'd been stuck out for the weekend. So what happened is, right after that, I got stuck out on the weekend. Should have known. I jinxed myself. So anyway, I'll have good miles for the week. In fact, our Maverick app on our phones, I'll hold this up, maybe you can see it. This shows all the trips I had for the week and the miles, and then the total miles for the week, and it's just right under 2,700 miles for the week. So that's a good week. Bad news is, I wasn't able to make it home, but my fleet manager did work it out with me, so we're scheduled to be home next Thursday afternoon is the plan, because my wife's got a birthday next weekend, and my father too, so wanted to be home for that weekend, so he set it up so I can try to get home a day early next week, so it's all right. So that'll put me in Fort Smith Monday morning, and I'm sure I'll reload out of there going somewhere. We'll talk about that next week. Okay, I want to say too that I had a couple of comments over the last couple of days from viewers, and in fact I've had several comments where people seem to be new CDL holders or people thinking about getting into the business, worried about whether they can physically do the job. Whether they be an older person like me or overweight. Had one fella worried that he was too overweight and wouldn't be able to do it. Another person that was in their upper 50s, about my age, wondering if flatbed was going to be too difficult for them. And all I can say, like I mentioned in some of the other videos, is it's really not that difficult. You don't have to do anything that's too demanding. You know, like I said before, you know, if you can push mow your lawn, or if you can hop up on the roof of your house on a ladder. I'm not talking about a big 2-story roof, just a normal 1-story little roof with a ladder. Can you hop up there on a ladder? Because some of our loads, you know, they'll have those roll-up ladders where you have to scoot them up to the load, climb up there, get on, spread your tarps out. You know, can you roll tarps around, fold them up, get your binders pulled down or ratcheted tightly, carry a chain around? It's not super difficult stuff. So, you know, if you're in decent shape, you should not have any problem with this. And as far as the agilities or the physical testing part, you know, once you're in the pre-hiring part of the Maverick, you know, getting you're getting through the physical part. I've had some people seem to be worried about that. I'll try to tell you based on my memory. You know, it's been almost 2 years, but you know, they do some basic physical check, like, you know, your blood pressure. They ask you about your sleeping, you know, if you have sleep apnea, because they can rig up your truck with, you know, to accommodate a sleep apnea machine. You know, you have to do vision, you know, breathing, basic stuff you get, you know, if you go see your doctor, get a physical. And then they, for the agilities part of the test, I remember having to do step ups, just step on and off a little platform that might be 6 inches off the ground. You know, you have to do that for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. You know, it's just nothing difficult. And then maybe had to do, you know, 2 or 3 sit-ups on a table, maybe some squatting and picking up some, seems like we had to pick up some bags or something and put them in a bucket, and then take them out of the bucket and put them in another bucket. You know, just showing that you can bend over and grab things and move them around and set them down, pick them up, you know, basic physical functions. So that's all. They're just trying to see that you have basic movement skills and physical attributes. Nothing superhuman here. So anyway, I guess that's it for now. More on the next video. Thanks again for tuning in.